What if it's a mistake? What if we can't survive out there?
I did. No one like with me is hot chocolate. I'll look after you.
The original idea actually came from Courtney, and when it was written, I remember thinking at the time, I actually really like that. I might steal it for myself.
I know that Laura, the director, could really bring something good to it, and I think that they've done it justice, and I'm also glad that I got to work on it so heavily, so closely.
When I was younger and I was first coming out and coming to terms with my sexuality, I would look for queer stories. All I saw was horrible coming outs. They won't find love. They'll be told over and over and over again, if you're gay, you're going to be unhappy. And that's all I was told. And so it's so important to me that now I'm in that position where I can tell happy queer stories. I'm able to do that, and I am able to do that with this film.
It is a queer story, and it's also set in the apocalypse. Now, those two things I feel like you wouldn't put together in your head, but when I heard that, I was like, wow, it sounds new, and I love new things.
It's just a nice lesbian apocalyptic story where the lesbians just survive.
It does look like I'm a third wheel here, no?
It's about these two characters coming together, finding each other, finding peace, finding love, finding everything, and finding food.
When you meet Abigail, she's very driven by routine. She's very methodical, controlling, and very organized. But then eventually she meets Bailey, which kind of makes us see the beautiful things about the world.
Bailey is a breath of fresh air. She is something that you need in a post-apocalyptic type of setting, and I think she's the kind of person that makes you really live during times like these as opposed to survive.
Usually in post-apocalyptics it's all bad and evil and death and all that, but in this one I feel like it's a different take on it, which is pretty good.
The main focus is more the romance between Bailey and Abigail.
They're so different with each other. It's nice to explore their feelings and explore how they've managed to survive in the apocalypse, with Bailey literally having a pack of hot chocolate and Abigail doing the utmost to live.
It was nice being reckless for once.
I'm really proud of the intimate scene because it was the first one I'd ever directed. I was really, really anxious going into it. It was a whole new experience.
Shooting that, it was such a lovely environment. Experiencing the atmosphere on set was really lovely. It felt quite freeing. So that was one of my favourite moments and one of my favourite scenes.
If I did have to pick a favourite, it would be the nightmare sort of dad hallucination scene. And that's just because I really enjoyed sort of experimenting visually with Courtney on that, and I feel like the whole camera team worked really well together to create this sort of dreamy sort of visual, and I'm really excited to see how it comes out.